Jessica came into the program new as a freshman, having never played. You saw off the bat that she was definitely a natural athlete. The intensity was there. You knew she could develop into something pretty outstanding. She's a natural jumper. She's focused. She's determined. She's quick. She's consistent. I'd say, her consistency, her speed, and her composure make her invaluable. And I believe she's got what it takes to achieve anything she wants to, academically as well as athletically. What does Jessica Chakonis do on the weekends? She studies. She does her schoolwork. She's just as organized and meticulous academically as she is athletically. In her sophomore year, the initial plan was for her to start out with the JV. And within a week, we saw the potential to move her to train with the varsity. She started out just as a DS. A couple weeks later, she had to be the starting libero, just because of her consistency and what she brought in terms of keeping things settled for the team. She has the intensity and the drive, and she'll go after everything, but she does it with such a cool demeanor that she creates, a very relaxed atmosphere around her. So the rest of the team is not panicked. She can bring the intensity and the drive and go after everything while still maintaining that cool, composed atmosphere on the court. The team knows she's giving it, 110%. They know she won't quit. She'll go after everything. She'll motivate them. But she does it in a little bit different way than most I've seen. It's that calming, confident sense of she's so focused to get the job done that it's, there's no anxiety associated with it. I often say to them, there may be times that you're struggling, but never let them see you sweat, because then you just put a target on you. And she has that uncanny ability to do that all the time, for her own teammates and also for the opponent. You're rarely going to see her rattled, if ever. I don't know if I've ever seen her rattled. She plays for the Essex Volleyball Club. She will be playing for the 17 ones this year. Same kind of reaction from those coaches. Really love having her. Michelle Cruz, who has been with our club as well and played for IHA and is moving on to the Division I level. There have been many comparisons to just being that same type of libero. So she's in pretty good company. She was first team All-League. She was first team All-County as a junior. She was Athlete of the Week this year, which is a huge accomplishment. It's a huge achievement. And she, we joked with her, now do you believe you're as good as we keep telling you are? Because it's not what it's about to her. She's just getting her job done. Again, she's focused. It's about what she can do for the team. And I think what I was most happy about in her being able to get that recognition is she's doing it in a non-glory position. The libero does not usually get the credit. Everyone sees the big hitter. She's doing it in a position with no expectation to get any credit for the work she puts in. So it is a selfless position that you're playing. So it was kind of nice. It comes about because you have a team that accomplished something. So she understands that the team effort is important, the team piece is important. She's not doing it for herself. She truly is doing it for everyone to have success. And the success of everyone finally brought her the credit she deserved. She was huge for us in those games, in terms of picking stuff up, and then also in terms of serve receive, and starting our offense. She's back there for all 6 rotations. We work out our lineup to make sure we can give her the middle of the court so she can cover as much area. She serve received over 500 passes this year served by opponents, and you're talking about opponents who are trying not to serve her. And she still serve received more than half of the total number of serve receives that we received as a team. So more than half, and passed out of a 3-point perfect passing, averaged over a 2.2 for the season, which is tremendous. Without that, we're not running our offense. Bergen County is the best volleyball in the state of New Jersey, and we are doing it in a league that has those same top teams in Bergen County. Top contenders in Bergen County are the same teams we're facing every day in our league. So winning a league championship, getting all league recognition, getting all county recognition is huge in Bergen County. She's smart. She knows where to go with the ball. She can do a jump float serve as well. We did not use that. That was a little bit more of a strategy of where we wanted her to put the ball. We knew she could pick up what was coming back, and we kind of made some changes with the lineup to have our best hitting rotation in the front row when she was serving. So it was more about just put the ball where we want it to go. So we kept her down for this year, but she can do a jump float as well as a standing serve. In terms of Paramus school records for digs in a match, she took over or tied or took over 9 of the top 10 spots for in a game, in a match, statistics. One match having 30, and we're talking about numbers in New Jersey where we're only playing 2 out of 3. In terms of digs for the season, she took over the leader spot with 456 digs in a season. The 2 players before her that led had 244 and 256 for the season. So she surpassed that by 200 digs. When we saw the numbers at the end of the season, and we're keeping stats. It's not kids keeping stats with a clipboard and not knowing what things are. We have a computer program that you're doing play by play. So you can't fudge those numbers or it's changing the score of the game. She legitimately earned 456 digs in this season, and our team record was 22 wins, 7 losses. So she had 456 digs in 29 matches. We're talking about some pretty unheard of numbers that we've seen. And the players that she's surpassing are college level athletes who went on to play Division I, Division II programs. So her ability is there, and I'm still not even sure she's done. People, when they come, they're comparing her to some of the best they've seen and then surprised because it's done so subtly and so relaxed that I think people don't expect it. And when they see, they're seeing a ball that they think for sure is dropping, and all of a sudden she's pulling it back onto the court, and they never even thought she would chase it down. They're like, oh, where did she come out of? So, it's nice to have her. I believe there's no end to the potential she has. If she wants something, she's going to achieve it. She's got the head to do it. She's got the brains to do it. She is, one of our brightest. and, you know, can do it athletically as well. I think she'll make a difference in any program with her play and with her demeanor, as well as with just her commitment. It's contagious.
It's 90 degrees in the gym at Paramus High School. On a summer day like this, many high school athletes are taking advantage of their time off by relaxing poolside or laying out at the beach. That's not the case for the Paramus girls volleyball team. During a 4-day clinic put together by head coach MariaElena Bellinger, the Spartans took advantage of this opportunity by improving their skills, preparing for the upcoming season, and most importantly, building team chemistry.
More opportunities for them to play beside each other is the best way to build that chemistry. And just have them working together and pushing each other. I think especially in the summer heat like this, it takes a lot for them to keep themselves going and keep themselves motivated. So they really have to rely on each other to do that.
The camp held at Paramus High School gave the girls a unique opportunity as well. They had the chance to learn from one of the game's top coaches, Ron Larson. Currently, Coach Larson is the head coach for the women's volleyball team at the University of California, Riverside. One of his most prized accomplishments came with winning a gold medal as an assistant coach for the 2008 U.S. Men's Olympic volleyball team.
I'm just another guy out here coaching, to them, I've got a gold medal, and those things are kind of nice, but more than anything else, I'm just out here coaching. I don't know if they see it. Maybe they see it differently, but I don't. It's like coaching's coaching. You coach the Olympians and you coach Paramus High School, and the only difference is level of play.
The opportunity to specifically get Ron to come train our girls was certainly something I couldn't pass up, and I'm not even sure the girls can fully even appreciate the magnitude of what they have here coaching them. It'll probably hit them next year when they see him on TV, coaching the men's national team in London at the Olympics.
With the graduation of 6 seniors from last year's 14 and 11 squad, Paramus is determined to continue working their way back to being one of the top teams in North Jersey volleyball. With the tutelage of Ron Larson and the work ethic of this young team, the Spartans are certainly heading in the right direction.
I think more than anything else, just their desire to be out here. It's 95 degrees in this gym, at least, and it's humid. And they're here, and they're smiling, and they're working, and, it's hard. It's hard work, Camps can be hard work in this kind of heat.
I think as a team, it's going to help us all. Well, I think it is going to give us somewhat of an advantage. If anything's going to help us, I think this is definitely putting us on the right road.